Look at my hair. Hey, y'all. Can you hear me okay? I don't think I'm robotic today because what is going on? Whew. Because I'm actually hooked up to the what do you call those things? Wire? Ethernet. If I'm robotic, tell me and I'll switch to my phone, but I'm hoping that works. Um I have hot messes today. Oh, I didn't even I think so, Amber. If I'm not robotic, it worked. Sorry, I gotta put my ticker on. People keep saying I'm not putting my doing that right. So, hey, shot of poison. Hey, unpopular opinion. Rebellious. Shalma, who actually I am getting it so good, guys. I actually said it right. Um, but happy Thursday. I couldn't even remember the date. Um, so we're gonna just get the elephant out of the room, right? Because you're all. I'm sure a lot of people are chomping at the bit. Um, That's all right, Smelly Glove. Missing in life, hi. So I'm not gonna give content. Um, I am going to address it because I mean it has to be addressed, right? There's the elephant in the room. Hey Kathy Joe. Hey True Crime Uncorked with Aw, thanks. Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who has reached out um in support of me and saying that, that was wrong or whatnot. I got to be honest, y'all. I fell asleep lately. I've been so tired at the end of the night um from just today and sports going on with the kids and whatnot that I've just crashed. Couple things. I'm not a goody two shoes. I said when I came on here I was going to show you the real Parker. I don't necessarily know that I would have shared. I think I would have shared it eventually, because I think you can learn from it. However, I will say that thanks, Seven. The real Parker is that I am a flawed person. I am a messed up person, and I made a really giant mistake after a work event that cost me a lot, and it cost me my job. Now, unless you're my lawyer or me or my husband, the circumstances. Hi, I love Durf. I know missing in life. The circumstances, like it, it's Amber can attest for what happened, okay? Amber knows the truth. So, but you know what? Regardless of the situation, it was wrong and I own it. Like there is no one is at fault but me. All right? Hey, Liberty. Thanks, Shalma. No one, I repeat this, not Natasha, not anyone on YouTube, not anybody. Um, me. Um, as far as my children, I did see one comment about that. First of all, don't mess with my kids. But second of all, my kids know. We were very open and honest with them. I mean, not with, obviously within details of children. We were open and honest with them because it's a mistake that I think that they can um learn from. I honestly do at 13. Um Hey Diana, thanks. I lived Earth. Why wonder? My 13-year-old was like, I'm never going to do anything like that. I'm never going to be tempted. Well, you absolutely will, son. You absolutely will. And what we turned it into is I want you to come to me and talk to me. I'm a safe place for you, right? A teaching moment. Exactly, Cheryl. I know I love Earth. But you know what? Guys, honestly, I prepared for it. It's sad. I prepared for it. What did she always say? Don't say anything in public that or private you don't want revealed in public. So I am okay. I am okay. I like I said, I'm not going to fight back. I'm not going to thanks, Irvin. Crime and beautiful. I'm not going to battle back with screenshots or whatever. It is what it is. That's Parker laid out there. Right, true crime. Right, rebellious. Um, And I'm not sure, was it wrong to share with my kids? I really don't. I wanted, I guess in the grand scheme of my children, I wanted them to know, look, it can happen to anybody, including your mom. I wanted them to know that I'm human, and there's details you don't share. I gotta say, guys, since then there have been many life changes. Remember how I talked about, like, you can, um, every mistake, there are things good come from it. And before the one, I want to say my best friend died drinking and driving when I was in high school. So, like, I know the risks, y'all. I get it. I get it. But there is nothing I can do at this point than say, you're right. In February, I made a bonehead decision. I am far from a goody two shoes. But what I can say is that I might have messy shelves because we live in a small place, because we're saving money to build, or to buy, but in this market, who can buy right now? Um, I might have a chaotic house someday, but I have a wonderful husband and wonderful kids, and we make mistakes every day. But I will say that it was a very powerful experience for me to be able to do some self reflection, to say, like, what are you doing with your life? And not even with YouTube, like, just saying, are you kidding me right now? Like, you know better than this. Is it that important for you to get wrapped up in worldly stuff? Like, you know, e- after work, being in sales, you go out to dinner and all this kind of stuff. And, like, getting caught up in the corporate world is, yes. Thanks, Rena. Rena, thank you so much for reaching out to me. Where's Lana? I can't see her. I know I didn't block her. Um, thank you so much. Yeah. So it gave me a there she is. Thanks, Lana. Thanks, Scoop with Barb. I really appreciate too some of the creators that have been like, no, that was wrong. That was wrong. Um, Hi Boston. Hi Missing in Life. I don't know what's happening. Amber, is comments being deleted without you or one of my other that's weird. Um, hey, Irish Crime and Coffee, who have reached, who have said, like, no, that was wrong or whatnot. If I've said, I'm okay, Ladybug. If I've said things that came across as veiled threats, again, I apologize for that. I honestly, sometimes I'm not great with my words and I say things that maybe, come across the wrong way. I apologize. Um, and the older they got, the more I shared my screw ups. Exactly. It's the dang road mod. Lana, it's the blue wrench mod. Exactly. True crime with Brandy. Hi, Blue Eyes. The thing is like, obviously my youngest child doesn't really know much. But my my older ones, especially my 14-year-old, because I do think there's temptation that is coming the younger the kids get these days. I'm sorry, missing in life. If comments are disappearing, somebody else in another chat said there was a glitch happening and comments were. I know. So, truth and transparency, I dressed up as her, so I'm aiming high. Um, we are going to schedule a live together, Lana and I think we're going to dress as Beebs together, because I think, like, us matching would be so cool. But what I do want to say, it wasn't that I was keeping it necessarily from you guys. In fact, in my head last week I said I should just, get it, say it and stuff. I guess it's still an active thing, like, it's not over yet. So I guess, part of it is the lawyer thing. You don't want to, like, I do have a lawyer, and you don't. But you know what, guys? At the end of the day, all I can do with you right now is come as I am. I'm not a goody two shoes. This is the real me. This is the real Parker. The real Parker. A screwed up, flawed up, messy haired, hoodie, stay at home mom who's about to embark on lots of schooling, who is trying to take a really bad situation and turn it in to something better. All right, that's all I am, and trying to keep my head down and stay positive. So, I know a few people have said, "How can you talk to real clear scripture?" They've been very nice to me so far since I've changed, and I am not going. I'm not going to be mean to anybody that's kind to me. It is no one's YouTube. So I know. Oh gosh, Lana. Hey, Joanne. Boston, you sure hey, Gen 8, you sure you want Lana and I together? 'Cause, I just am who I am, y'all. Exactly, Rena. I can't change it. I can't change making a bonehead decision. I can't change saying nasty things in chat about people for the last couple of years. That's all my fault. Like, I'm owning that. No one can force a grown adult to make certain decisions. Um, but I did. I made that decision on my own. And exactly, Diana. From there, I pick myself up and I push on and I do not retaliate. I will not retaliate in anger. Just not doing it. Not doing it. Because I made a choice when I made this channel that it was going to stay positive. We did a really great true crime last night. Oh my gosh. We did a really great true crime last night. It was fun. Hey, Michelle K. Right, rebellious. Yep. Yo, I'm not even kidding you. So one thing my parents always taught me was that like to own your mistakes. And I'll never forget. I gotta share this story. Hey, giggles, thank you. I gotta share the story. It was okay. Because it's so funny. Exactly. If I could go back to February 20th, whatever it was, and that morning, I would have gone home. I would have gone home. I would have not gone out with work. But I can't. I made the choice. In my head that day, I said, don't go out. Don't go out. But right, crying beautiful. I should have listened to that voice, but I didn't. I didn't. But I do gotta share this story about when I was a kid. So that we were always raised like the teachers were right, you were not. Like, so I remember that I did something in sixth grade, to be cool to the lunch lady. I think it was like I threw an apple or something and it hit her. And then I remember going home and lying about it. So and my punishment was that I had to eat with the principal for 2 weeks, right? So I remember going home and trying to tell my dad that like I made up this huge story. It was sixth grade. I made this huge story. And again, my parents were like, no, you own your mistakes. So then I made up this huge story. He knew all along, like I was totally like lying, right? So the next day, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing well. I got away with it, blah, 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 blah. He shows up at my school and he comes in. He's like, hey, Jess. I just laughed at him. Let's go see the lunch lady. I would like to hear from her side of the story. Not even joking you. I wanted to throw up in sixth grade because I knew I was lying. So he took me there for 2 weeks, y'all. My dad came in every day and ate lunch with me and the principal. Like it was, but he did. And even now at 39, when he found out, because he always said, if there's anything you do, please don't, drive even after one beer. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to get caught if you ever do it. Dude, when he did it, when I told him, like, it was almost like I was a kid again. But it is what it is. I didn't do anything like that again. Oh, man. Oh, man. And he didn't, like, yell or anything. He just was like, I mean, my dad has his faults. We, have had our issues, but he didn't yell or anything. He'd just show up every day. We'd go to the principal's office. I'd sit with the principal on one side, my dad on the other side, and we would just eat. And then I'd get up and he'd leave. Like, y'all, legit embarrassing. Oh gosh, it's so funny. But like I said, all I could do is learn from it. And it's actually been a really good teaching point for my kids and I. And, they're great. They know, you know, and like I said, as far as my 13-year-old, it's been really great because he's very much black and white right now. Like, that's never going to happen. I'm never going to be peer pressured into do that. And I'm like, yep, you are. I promise, son, you will be. And you've got to make the choice. Is this what you want? Look at these consequences. I'm probably going to lose my license, whatever. I don't really go anywhere anyways. But, and as far as like not working, like I said, I would not have gone back to school if I was still working. So some of the things that have happened, are becoming good, and it does help. A mistake like that helps me to step back and go, all right, as a person, Natalie X, a little bit, because it was so real life. So it was so real life, but I prepared. Um, I was a little bit, yeah, but now I know. Oh my goodness, rebellious. E-brake again after calling Miller. Oh man, I'm glad you're okay. But yeah, yeah, a blessing in disguise, a blessing in disguise. I wasn't hurt, or God forbid somebody else was hurt, because thank you, Natalie X. Her troll for watching and reporting on Carolyn. What? Um, I don't think I trolled her, but I mean, yeah, I did watch a lot of, um, yeah, interesting. Oh well. Yeah, yeah, exactly, unpopular opinion. So when I look back at how snowy that night was and stuff, I all right, Rosalita. Well, I wasn't exactly kind to Carolyn either, so I've apologized. But what Carolyn does on her live is really none of my business. I have a follow-up statement after you answer. Are you aware NC brought up your yes, Ladybug, I was. I was. It's sad, but if you go back to the beginning when you get a chance, Ladybug, yeah, I kind of just it's, it's unfortunate. But when I look away and I look back at that night and I think of how snowy it was, I'm thankful I wasn't hurt. I mean, it was like a block. I'm thankful that more than thankful no one else was hurt. And I absolutely don't condone whether it's one or two or three ever driving like that. I can say 3 months down the road, thank you, Melissa Jade. I know. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I do want peace with everybody. I just want to do my own thing on here. And Rosalie, I don't know much about Carolyn, but no, I know you're not trying to be mean. And that's okay. I don't know much about Carolyn. I know about the napkin thing and everything, but um I honestly don't know. I know that, Carolyn's dealing with her own stuff and her own grief, and I wasn't kind. I just I'm letting go of that. A snow remover here the other day, I said this, same thing to her, that, I was apologize, I wasn't kind. Um, Ultimately, it's none of my business what other people are doing in their lives, I guess, is kind of where I'm at. um, hey, shift happens. So that's it, guys. This is the real Parker. She did show the real Parker. The real Parker is a flawed, messed up human being who makes a lot of bonehead decisions. Tag your it, be nice. Thank you for respecting my ownership, though. Um, I mean, that's pretty much. If you didn't catch the, yes, I'm a scandalous human being. I'm a very flawed human being, that's for sure. What are you going to school for? Yeah, actually, yes, I love Derv. Thank you to one of my subs here that gave me the encouragement. I actually am going back to school to be neuroscience physician's assistant. Life is sticky, yes. Shift happens. Yeah, so I'm right now my major is biopsychology. So I can figure out all of us on YouTube. Um, yeah, I guess I can't say it. I guess the only thing I know how to say, guys, is that I don't have a defense. In fact, I will say what I told my lawyer, guys. is I literally, when I called and got a private lawyer, I said, "I do not wanna fight what I did. What I wanna do is just, try to get a conditional license because I do have 3 kids that I'm going, like, back and forth and need rides from sports, and my husband works further away and all that stuff." I said, "But I don't wanna fight the actual what I did because" exactly, Melissa Jade, "because what I did was wrong." I mean, like that, so you could even ask them. That's exactly what I said. It is a weird class. So that's where I'm at, guys. I made a mistake. I've made lots of mistakes. I'll probably make more mistakes. Um, I didn't, Ladybug. I'm sorry. Let me go back to that. Can you re-ask that, Ladybug? Because I don't see it other than the thing it said about the. Oh, well, her do. Oh, I didn't, Ladybug. I fell asleep. I fell asleep. Thank you, Amber. Amber was in mod chat, so she can, and that night that it happened, guys, I did. I thought I wanted to end my life. And I mean, I've been open about my mental health, and in that moment though, when something, I mean, I hadn't, when something like that happens, no, thank you, Shift. I get it. I get it. That was a good analogy. I did. I felt wanting more lamps. Okay. I I felt very hopeless, but you give it a couple days and you get over the crying and the, whatever you go through, the emotions you go through, and you're, I kind of had a choice. I either stay in bed and wallow away, or I own it and make the best of it. Crime and beautiful, I don't know. I can't really speak for anybody but myself. Um, I don't know. Oh my goodness, unpopular opinion. I'm not even joking you. Do you want to know something? 5 days before this happened, um, I had a light out or something in the front, and I get pulled over, and I freak out when I get pulled over because I get like, I just, I don't know. I don't like being in trouble, obviously. So I get pulled over, and the cop comes up and he's like, "Ma'am, I do you know why I pulled you over? Your light is out." And I was like, oh my goodness, is my light out?" I said, "Okay, because I also know that my inspection is due in 1 week and it's going to be inspected. And I promise I wasn't texting and driving, but I did take a phone call like 5 minutes ago, but I quickly put it on speaker." And so I get all done like outing these three things. And he was like, "Ma'am, I was just going to tell you to get it fixed. Um, but you're a really horrible criminal because you just confessed." And he was laughing and it was like, "Be on your way," or something. And then this happened 5 days later. And I'm telling you, I must have cried. Oh, I am not a good criminal. I did panic, Diana. Like I, panicked. It's Natalie, yeah. Um, so it's just, I don't know, guys. But I am not a goody two shoes. And if you got that impression, then, oh, Rena, I am so, so sorry. I didn't know that was the situations around it. And I have been guilty of it before, guys, and it is so dangerous. And they do compare it to, drinking and driving because of that. I am so sorry, Rena. I didn't know the situation surrounding that at all. Mm, Rena, obviously, I'm not sure if you guys can remember, lost a child, and I'm so sorry, Rena. I did not know that was the situation surrounding it. So if you all have to learn it ever, um, try to remember Rena's situation. And uh, I am so sorry. That's all I can say because it's so, so awful. Um, but yeah, the I still have every intention to just keep going. Exactly. Yeah, Boston, exactly. Do I think it should have been blasted on YouTube? No, but it is what it is. I probably would have shared it with you guys at some point anyways. Oh yeah, man, I that was one you can't avoid, no one forced me to do it. I did it. And Rena, I'm actually thankful that you shared that in here because I think that makes everybody think twice when you can, put it to a real life situation of knowing somebody that lost a child because of that. Thanks. I don't know how to say that. Ebel, or whatever. I'm so sorry. Um, yeah, but I really just want to keep up like doing some of the true crime, having fun the way we are, and I'm going to keep it positive. I'm going to. I'm not going to do the back and forth. This is too much. It's just too much. So, if I hope that that was, um, I hope that people feel better that it's out. I don't know what to say to it. It's a good reminder. 2 glasses of wine could put. Yes, rebellious. So I didn't even know. Yeah, rebellious, that's another it is a really good point. When I got home a couple days later, and I got through the process of everything, I looked up like, what should I have done, the or whatever, and I looked up and like you don't realize, yeah, it's not hard to get over. So really just none. Natalie X, yeah. Yep. Yep, exactly. I appreciate all your support. And I know that not everyone is going to look, it triggers people too, okay? People have certain situations in their lives that they might not be as forgiving. And that's okay. They're allowed their thoughts and they're allowed their feelings. So I'm not going to fault them for having feelings about certain things, but it's something that I can't take back. I wish I could, but I can't. So it is what it is. I screwed up. This is who I am. I messed up. Will it ever happen again? No. Nope. Never. Never. Um, and somebody's like, "Well, you live in a small town, you don't have Ubers and stuff." Well, yeah, but that's it, like there is no excuse. Okay? It is what it is. Um, so if the whole point was to show the real Parker, yep, you did. Yes, Ellie, you are correct. um, this is the real Parker. Messed up. Yes, rebellious. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, Rena, if there's ever a day when, down the road, um I know you're grieving right now, but I would love for you to talk about that, and not a way to exploit it, but just to kind of share your story um someday, not now, like obviously. I know, LA, but um I did not know the details surrounding that, and that is so. Yeah, I changed it to Positively Parker for a couple reasons, y'all, because Parker Beebs was funny, but it was also started to make fun of Lana, and Lana's good to me. Thank you, Allie. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Um, and so even though like she was fine, I still felt like it was a little bit of a dig at her to, and ask Amber, like, it's been a couple of months that I've been thinking about changing it just because I felt like it was like unneeded dig. And yep, okay, Rena, yeah, absolutely. When you're ready. Yep, I completely understand. Completely understand. Yes, Rena, yes. I know what you're saying. Like I think that's great. Thank you, Ladybug. Thank you. But um so then I just thought, one of my friends came to me and was like, "What about Positively Parker? Because that's kind of the direction you want to go." And I was like, "That's perfect." And so that's kind of just why I started. I went with that name. Yeah. Yeah, missing in life. I think that I would have got there because I've been always pretty open about my mental health and my mental illness. Um, I think I would have just liked to have been able to bring it up in my own time. But there's a reason, I guess, that now is a good time. Um, we've seen not just in this community, people, I think lately we've seen a lot more of people utilizing people's personal lives against them. Um, but, you know, yeah, exactly. And positively Parker does not mean I'm going to come on here like happy go lucky every single day. That's not going to happen. But it does mean, because there are going to be things where, some days I'll be crying or have a really rough day or need to talk about something. And some days we'll just do true crime. But it does mean that I'm not going to engage in back and forth. And I think Melissa Jade said it. Sometimes your best defense can be no defense at all. And that's true, because in this instance, there is no defense for what I did. Um, but I appreciate all your support. And I don't think we've used this as a hate bonding place either. I really don't. Like, I feel like there's been a lot of people from different communities, I guess, communities that have come forth. Hey, Kellyanne. Yep. That have come forward, that have managed to be civil to each other in chat. Let's face it, Melissa Jade and Lana were in here together, and neither one of them attacked each other. So, I mean, it can be done, people. And that's not saying anything against Melissa Jade or Lana. I'm just saying, like, it can be done. Um, yeah, I just don't want to do it. I don't have the energy or the strength right now in my life. Like, despite what it might seem, as I'm not chilling out at home every day, guys, doing nothing. Like, I have 3 kids, and my kids are 9, almost 10, 12, 13. Like, it's nonstop going. Like, who's got sports tonight? Who's got practice? So yeah. And my husband actually, exactly, Melissa Jade. I know you do. I know you do. But I feel like we'll work it out, Melissa Jade, and I, do apologize. Right now it's not appropriate to say, "Hey, I apologize," here, because I do, but I'm not, that just seems like I'm just does that like just seems like I'm just like doing it because you said it. So, we'll do it privately. Yeah. Um but yeah, I sometimes I wish I just sat around all day. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Actually, it wouldn't. Because with my like my third kid, I was on bed rest for months, and it was horrible. I hated it. Hey, Tia, thanks for coming. But I am liking doing some true crime and just kind of chilling out with you guys. I know Melissa just likes to. No, I believe so too. She just likes to follow Rena around. I am a mom taxi service, Kelly. And the one thing is I have very supportive family too, who I was actually more scared to tell them than I was to deal with any police. And they were like, "All right, we love you. It was a mistake. What do we do? How do we move forward?" So, they've been super supportive. Thanks, Boston. Go Red Sox. And that's why I kind of like to do those parodies, is because it gives me a chance to kind of be a little bit funny and show that side of me, but also like it's so true for kind of how crazy it is to be a mom sometimes. And it's just kind of fun to have fun. Um, yeah, so there you have it, guys. I do, Natalie X. I do. I feel happy not being in that mess, because I feel that I don't I don't know how to say it, like, it's very anxiety ridden when you're in the middle of that constant back and forth. Kathy, chill. Um, and I just mean me personally, that constant back and forth of just hearing it, so removing myself from that is positive for me, and that's why I won't do back and forth because I feel like once you get caught in the back and forth, then you're stuck there. So, I know, Rebellious Rose, thank you. Thanks, True Crime Uncorked. I've said and done a lot of things in 2 years, but you just move on. Um, be real, right? I think that there's just a lot of really bad. I think as a channel or as a community, I feel like people I don't know how to say this, like we're sharing other people's story across the board um before they get a chance to, if that makes sense. Like in multiple different places. Huh. Thanks, Kellyanne. And I love Durf. Yep. That is what my family keeps telling me, that one situation doesn't define who you are. What you do with it defines who you are, and what the choices you make going forward in the same way determines who you are. Yes, we can all move forward. True crime tonight. I think so, Kathy Joe. I'm hoping so. Yeah. I got to see if my son's game is rescheduled for tonight. But what's that saying, y'all? That's like every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. I've tried to think of that a lot in the last few months. When you take ownership of bad behavior and never do it again. Yeah. Like I can tell you right now that yeah, I mean, it'll never happen again. And I truly believe that when my kids are given that temptation, as we know they will be probably sooner or later, probably sooner in today's age, that my hope is that they will think about that first. And I've also made it very clear to them that I don't care if it's 3 a.m. um you call me and I will come pick you up. If you're 7 hours away, I will wire you money if you need it to get you a hotel. Like, you are safe. I will not yell. I just want to get you safe and the others around you safe. And I hope that when they go to do that, that they will um think about that. And I do think they will. Exactly, Rena. You used an example. It could save them. Absolutely. Yes, Kathy Joe. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. So I think it's a really good example. Lana, I am gonna do. We're probably gonna do true crime tonight, but then I thought it would be fun, like maybe tomorrow, to do just like an open panel, like just for fun. Yeah, I think many of us can relate to just being hot messes, can't we? Like if you're coming to YouTube to portray a certain, like, I'm an amazing person, you in the wrong community because it's gonna come out. My oldest got a DUI 7 years ago, and she still hasn't. Oh, see, that is, I have heard stories like that, and that is very sad to me. True Crime Uncorked with Brandy, yeah. It is May, it's almost my birthday, I'm gonna be 40. Lana? Yeah, that's the sad part, is True Crime Uncorked. I think when it happens to somebody, they can either learn and put it in a positive direction, or it can end up, if it doesn't help them at all, that is very. Oh, well, she's not okay. So that could be a lot of it too. Um, I'm really sorry about that. That's a hard battle to face. I've never had to experience necessarily, well, not at all, being an alcoholic, and I can't imagine, like, like it just must be terrible. So I do feel for anybody like that because I don't know. Yeah, what is the? Oh wow, Tia. Yeah, I think it's important. Thanks, Boston. I think it's important that there is a deeper root to that. Yeah, she isn't talking now, but I love her and I'm trying to say, "Oh, Brandy, I'm so sorry. I can't imagine what it is to watch that." But yes, there's probably a deeper something deeper she needs to work through that obviously has caused her to rely on that, but I'm so sorry. I'm really scared what Lana, when you say you guys want to laugh, that really terrifies me. Like terrifies me because that could be anything. Boston? I thought you were like younger than I am. I think a lot of people in this community too have like stories that could be helpful to people to share. She has to want it and save herself, right? It is. Laughing is amazing for the I showed my daughter that thing I did about the mom at the competitive mom the other day, and she was laughing so hard. She's like, "Mommy, you're definitely number 2." Okay, yes, my 13-year-old son still calls me mommy. And I don't he just does. I told him once, I was like, "You can switch to mom if you want, bud." And he was like, "Why?" So, yeah. I have a guy that does interventions and get her to rehab that does. Oh, wow. That's really good, Uncorked with Brandy. That's good. Amber. Right. True crime. I get that. If she doesn't want it, that's a lot of money spent for yeah. That's true. If they don't want it, it's not really like going to be beneficial for her at all. I will definitely pray for that. Oh, and the other thing, being a Christian, if I'm a Christian, doesn't mean I'm not going to make mistakes. So I never thought of 61-year-old would fan. Oh gosh, Lana, stop the madness. I can't right now. Yeah, missing in life. That's definitely what I wanted. That's definitely what I want to do. Um, it is okay to disagree and have our own opinions about a true crime case. Even it's about being an adult. But this Jeffrey McDonald case I'm reading about is just crazy. Lana does have a 61-year-old after her. I don't even know what to say to that. Yeah, Missing Life. I subbed to you last night. I didn't even know you had a channel. She never thought I would fancy her, so she lied on her plane ticket with her. What? Okay, I can't deal with it. I what? Oh my goodness. Lana is joining a okay, if Lana joins a nunnery, I'm quitting life. I think a lot of people in the community like to um have an open dialogue to be able to share like on true crime and whatnot. Really, Kellyanne? It's wild. When I got into it last night, and then somebody sent me, I believe it was Shell, sent me a link on an article about it, and it's amazing. Sister Act 4. Oh my gosh. Yes, McDonald is the OG family annihilator. The man who had it all and gave it all up. Allegedly. If you ask him, he didn't do it, but Mayflowers and Atlanta and Mayflowers has revealed Atlanta is entering a nunnery. I'm dead. I can't believe that. Wow, Kellyanne. Rebellious Rose, absolutely. We started actually looking into it a little bit. It's really hard. There's not much info, but we haven't forgotten about it. And if her parents ever want to, I don't have a huge channel, but they ever want to talk, they were tattoos. I need to unblock you. I didn't even know you were blocked, but I see you. Um, I didn't even know you were blocked. I'm so sorry. But I see people commenting on you. Um, if they ever want to talk, they get rebellious. They are more than welcome to come on here and use my channel. Um, I think the more info we can get out there, the better. I have not looked into the Michael Peterson case, Black Cat, but I definitely will. Oh my gosh, Truth in Atlanta. I can. Hey, Squirrel Girl Gaming, though, you're getting there. You're getting there. Like, you have a whole different channel concept, and it's really cool. Like, it's a gaming. Yeah, Atlanta can DoorDash you. I don't know about Lana entering the nunnery, but she needs to. Oh my gosh, Lana, I still am laughing that you probably have somebody in San Antonio looking for me. Sh- I can't right now. Don't forget the fries. Yeah. Y'all are crazy. But hey, I am. Oh yeah, I always forget about my Venmo and my Cash App. Scroll along is hop. I always forget to say that, but it's up there. Oh my gosh. Don't forget Parker wants Dorito tacos. I know. What am I going to feed my kids tonight? Yes, Naysayers. And I am going to get there, Squirrel Girl. I promise. I just needed this week to kind of adapt, and then things kind of happened. But if you're looking for back and forth, guys, I'm sorry you're not going to get it here. Um who's crispy chicken sandwich person. Oh, I do love crispy chicken sandwich. I'm not even lying. We don't even have DoorDash won't come where I live. Like it's kind of crazy. DoorDash for all. We had a murder suicide in a town over the loss. 7 family members on Sunday afternoon. Kellyanne, can you email me that case? That case, I would love to know about that. Tattoos, if you're in here, which you are, because I see people. I have to unblock you after, but I want to know if you've ever seen that Vegas suitcase before. So I found it last night, guys. That other case we were talking about, the boy, and it was like a suitcase was like 180 on Poshmark or something. So when I can, unpopular opinion, I think so. Yeah. Thanks, 71 KJC. I think so. I think you have to have a certain number of watch hours and apply. So yeah, I'll do that um when it comes time to do that. But I've been talking some to like Red, White, and Bethune too. If you guys haven't checked out their van blog or their life, it's really neat. And I know most of you know it from the Gabby case, but they're some really good people. And the mom, especially, is super real and open and honest. So I definitely recommend that if you just need some out of the true crime stuff. Yeah, Amber, exactly. Yes, Amber, can you tell me what Tattoo said since I don't know how to unblock her without stopping this? I'm curious. Yeah, have her look that up because I'm just curious if that would be something that you get like from Vegas if it's custom to that. Still nothing else on it either, guys. Nothing. Nothing. That or Lily Peters. I haven't seen any update there either. Yeah, 180 for a suitcase. Or did somebody buy it, just to give the Vegas impression? Thanks, Amber. Thank you, Missing in Life. But well, my youngest baby here is going to be home soon, so I will maybe come back on later and we can, talk several different cases. I'm gonna look up that. What? Taggart, Amber, can you remove her comment? You're welcome here, but we're not doing that here, okay? Lana's Lana. We just laugh at her or don't laugh at her. I don't, I don't want to bring that in here. If Melissa and her can high true crime can exist in chat together, then you can as well. Um, but please don't, yeah. No Lana issues in here, please. I'm not being mean. I just don't want that here. It's such a flashy suit. Right, rebellious, exactly. Really, true crime analyst? Get out of here. 8 more subs to 1,000. I lost my phone. I'm terrible at looking. I didn't even know that. Well, thank you. Thank you. And a shout out to all the other creators right now that have supported me. Brittany, you're live today. Thank you. Leave your beef at the door. Missing in life. Yes, love it. Tag you're always welcome here too. And I don't want to be, I'm not trying to be nasty to anybody. I just want this to be a safe place for everybody. And I think Melissa and Lana have proved that they can do it. So, um, thank you, True Crime, for telling me. That's all right, Natalie X. Um, Squirrel Game Gaming, thank you for your. I'm going to list a few and then I will mark them as Missing in Life, Squirrel Girl, Brittany, True Crime Analysts, um, Lana. God, there's so many different creators. Melissa Jade, thanks for coming in. Thank you, Kellyanne. Uh, Gosh, guys, I'm sorry. I know I'm missing people. Alex Erickson for coming in. I mean, Robbie, Save Robbie, amazing. Mrs. P, amazing. Like, thank you guys for definitely like real clear scripture, regardless of if I like all his videos. Again, we don't have to agree with everybody, but about everything, but we can be kind to each other. Thank you so much for all your support. Rebellious Rose, can you drop? So, Rebellious Rose, anybody that can go ahead and look into the case, Alexis Gabe is her name. She's been missing since January 26th. Her boyfriend is a person of interest. The only thing they really have that they're going on was that they saw a boy or a man with, I believe, a hoodie on um, that is walking away on the thank you, Amber. Yes, thank you. Walking away from it. Correct me, rebellious. Walking away, still cleaning glitter. That's all right. You're a creator. 13 subs. Boom. Thanks, random. uh I want to say walking away from the crime scene. Anyways, her parents are distraught. They're very close to rebellious. Alexis Gabe is her name. Please look her up. Pray for her family. Do some research. Help any way you can. um there's power in numbers, right? So, all right, you all. The name says it all. By the way, it's MIL. Mil. All right. Well, thank you. Um, she met up with ex-boyfriend right before she went missing. I will. Okay, Rebellious is gonna shoot me some more details, and I'll put it on the community post. And also, like maybe if I do get a chance at some point, if her parents want to help or anything like that. But I know they're at a standstill and really devastated because they can't find who their where their daughter is or who's responsible for her missing. Anything lately on the Cassie Carl? Not that I've seen Black Cat, but I'll look into that as well. So, all right, you all guys. Again, wait, Rena, do you have a channel too? Thanks, Dippity Doo. Everyone, yeah, go up, sub to everybody's channel. I don't care. Sub to this entire chat. Um, Feel free to drop your link too at any time in chat. You are always welcome to drop your links to your channels because I don't really care. All right, y'all. So I think we've addressed all that I'm going to address about that situation. And Shalma, I'll sub. Hey, Lori, we're going to move on from that, and I'm not going to address it again. Rena, all right. I will Naysir, yep, go ahead. All right, guys, have a great day. Love y'all, and I appreciate your support. And let's move forward in a positive direction. Take care. Bye bye.